Good day. Today we can discuss about Rayleigh's Ritz method parameter selection. In this, we should identify the total potential energy. Total potential energy. The total potential energy which can be identified from the parameters x1 to x2 f of y y dash y double dash into dx. So in Rayleigh's Ritz method, which can be generally called as pi is equal to pi means total potential energy u minus h. Here what is u? Yes, u is strain energy or internal energy. Okay, after that h means external forces, external energy, the external forces acted on the body, external forces acted on the body, so which means h. Okay, after that how can we solve if suppose the problem is the beam? In Rayleigh's Ritz method, the complex geometries we can solve. So the problem may have beam or the bar, or it may have the spring. So how can we solve the problem? Yes, we should know the internal energy and the external energy for the problem solving. From this only we can determine the total potential energy. So if suppose we are having the beam problem, means we should aware about how do we identify the internal energy or strain energy, and also how can we identify the external forces. If the beam problem means the formula for determining the strain energy is EI divided by 2 integral of d square y by dx square whole square dx. Yes, the beam problem has the external force also. In that, how can we identify the external force? The external forces, if I consider beam means there should be a uniformly distributed load or point load. If the problem has a UDL, which means uniformly distributed load, means integral of W, which means load y into dx, which is for a uniformly distributed load problem. Or otherwise, the problem is a point load, means we may determine with the plus in the wy dx plus w into y max, which is the formula for point load. Okay, likewise we can determine the values. After that what is y? Y can be determined with polynomials, which means y is equal to a naught x, I mean a naught plus a1 into x plus a2 into x square plus a3 into x cube plus it exceeds. But our problem solving, we can utilize these two terms only, which means a naught plus a1 into x. We may utilize this only for solving the problem. And also the problem utilizes the trigonometric function also, so that we can utilize y is equal to a1 sin pi x by L plus a2 into sin 3 pi x by L. We can utilize these two terms only for solving the problems. So now you may aware about what is y. Y is the approximate function we can utilize to solve the problem. If suppose our problem having bar element, means how can we solve for bar element? We may use the formula for u, determine the u, we can utilize E into capital A divided by 2 integral of du by dx square into dx, which is the formula we can utilize to solve the problem. Okay, after that how can we solve the h? Yes, for solving the h we can place integral of f into dx. Here what is x? I mean f can be written as like rho u A, rho u A into dx. In that we may substitute u from the trial functions. We may pick the trial function, which is y equal to a naught plus a1 into x. From this we can solve the problem. If suppose our problem having the spring means the internal energy can be determined through of kx into x. From this we can determine the internal energy, which means spring in strain energy of kx square. And also, how can we determine the external load? Yes, we can determine the external force from F into x. Which are all the formulas we can utilize to determine the total potential energy for solving the complex structural problems with Rayleigh's Ritz method, which is also called as the variational method. So Rayleigh's Ritz method is one of the variational approach. So these are all the equations we utilize to solve the problem. So important